Hello and welcome back to Lansdowne Road. And it has finished 0-0 between Belgium and the Republic of Ireland. Um, what did you guys make of that? So I'm just having some audio problems. It's been one of those days, hasn't it? Can't quite hear myself. And that's why, because of the microphone the wrong way round. Yes, so it's finished 0-0 between the Republic of Ireland and Belgium. A very good performance from the boys in green. Probably the best performance I've seen from us for probably since Scotland away. The 2-1 loss in Scotland. I thought it was a very good performance, very diligent. It has finished 0-0. Just going to put that score just in case you didn't realise it. Here we go. There we are. 0-0. I'll put a little banner at the end there. So, what did you make of that yourselves? Don't forget, we are Irish football's most interactive podcast, and we like to think we're the voice of the fans anyway. So we want to hear. I want to hear from you. Going to be live here for the next little while anyway. What did you make of that? Did you were you impressed by John O'Shea? Do you want him to get the job full time now? Because that's probably going to come out. What did you make of it? I mean, just looking at some of the stats there, I think we had a lot less. Just looking at it here. I mean, in terms of stats, we had 35% possession. Belgium had 65, but we had 11 attempts on goal, and Belgium had 8. And really should have won. I mean, thought Evan Ferguson, very unlucky with the penalty. It was a slip. It was a slip. Very easy to have a go at him. Obviously, his confidence is down. I think, Brady probably should have taken the penalty, but look, they're trying to get his confidence up, weren't they? But that was a bit disappointing. Had a great chance in the right at the beginning of the first half. The second half. Great cross in from Robbie Brady. I mean, Robbie Brady. I just want to say, whoever said that Robbie Brady was finished, I just want to say shame on them. Really, anyone who watches the podcast always would know that I've been a major advocate of Robbie Brady's inclusion in the squad, and we don't need to talk about that anymore. Man of the match goes to Josh Cullen. I thought actually should have gone to Robbie Brady as well, but there you go. Just a very diligent performance. I thought it was a bit of common sense management from John O'Shea. Wasn't very exciting. We played football when we needed to. I noticed there was a lot more aggression about us. I thought we were a lot more aggressive than we've ever been under Stephen Kenny. That was one major issue we had on the previous manager, wasn't it? We just didn't have enough aggression, hence why we could see a lot of goals from outside the box. Not closing down midfield. And, the two lads midfield, Cullen and Smallbone, I thought they complement each other very well. I thought they were really, really good together. Lovely bit of link-up play, actually. Smollix in the second half. Ogbeni to Smallbone, lays it off to Smollix. Smollix just couldn't get his foot through it. And, just couldn't trouble the goalkeeper. And speaking of Smollix, I mean, 28, he makes his debut for the Republic of Ireland finally. And he looks like the sort of player that we have been crying out for a number of years, just linking up the play behind Evan Ferguson. I thought he was excellent. Smollix, obviously, took him off the last few minutes. Would have liked to have seen Festi. I thought Coleman was okay. You saw glimpses of Seamus Coleman of old, but, he is 35 at the end of the day. So, good diligent game from him, I suppose. The defence looked good. They looked organised. The defence, Kelleher, he was only really called on once in the game. Smart save from Tillison. I think that's his name. I did write it down somewhere. You know me and my names. But no, he got down low and just tapped it around the post. I just thought it was really good. We really should have won that match. And look, let's not kid ourselves. That Belgium team was missing a lot of. I was missing De Bruyne. I was missing Lukaku as well. Two very important players, but still a good side. And I just thought we were smart. You're not going to outplay a team like Belgium. You're not going to play them off the park. You have to be cute. And I thought we were cute. And I thought we were quite savvy. And that's something that's been missing. We mixed it up a little bit. I think we changed formations by 3 or 4 times. It looked like we were playing a 5-2-3, and then we were mixing it around with a 5-4-1, and it worked. It really worked. We went toe to toe with this Belgium team, and I just thought it was, I thought it was good. A bit of a boring match. Apparently, there was 38,000 fans here. Bit of a bit of a rubbish atmosphere, if we're being completely honest. But a game playing Belgium in March on a Saturday, really should be a sellout. And I think the FAI need to really have a look at the marketing there. Forcing people to travel up from the country. Now, look, I travel over from London for every game, but not everyone. I'm over for the week. You know what I mean? Like, people will come up to the country. I was talking to two lads that watched the pod actually downstairs, and they travel from Cork. That's not easy. That's not easy, and you should be able to buy a ticket for one match. I think there should be a sweetener to get the two, but I don't think it should completely cut people off from getting the one. That's just my take, and anyway, it's my hot take. What did you guys think of the match? By the way, I see the comments coming in, and we'll get to those. What did you think? What did you think of the selection? Were you happy? What did you think of Smolix finally making his debut? 28, but he's here now. What did you think of Evan Ferguson? He is, they done a number on him, didn't they? They were all over him. Even the chance that Ogbeni had in the first half, where he just kind of curled it into the side netting. I mean, what was his name? The Belgian Face, was it? Hold on. Face. Absolutely. We know Ferguson's a superstar to making, but you could have waited till the end of the game to take a shot, ripping it off of his back almost. But he's a big boy, Ferguson, and he handled it quite well. But they were really doing a number on him, and his confidence isn't great. But there was a lovely knockdown for Smolix as well from Evan Ferguson. He's a really utilising his size, I thought, as well. But what did you guys think of it out there? Were you at the match? Where are you watching it from? What do you think? What do you think for Tuesday? There's probably going to be a bit of pressure on the team now that they're going to probably expect a result against Switzerland. But I just thought it was really good. It was very hopeful, and it just goes to show you, doesn't it? If you're a bit cute, you're a bit savvy, you don't try to be too clever. You can. There's enough in that team. What did you think of the two lads in midfield, Smallbone and Cullen? Did you like them? Is that what you want to see going forward? Give us a shout. Suppose I better give a quick shout. If you like what you hear, love what you see, do hit that subscribe button, and especially on the YouTube channel, we're trying to grow that. Head over to our social media. Head over to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Right, let's get to your comments. Let's have a look here. They come flying in. Let's have a look. First one. Martin Fitzpatrick feels bad for Ferguson. He needed to score. Yeah, he did really. But, I think it was confidence, but he did slip, to be fair. I saw a new UEFA thing, Martin. I saw the report that has pitch excellent, and I'm looking down and I could see Guinness in the circle. I can see Harvey Norman over there, and behind that goal as well. I can see where it's cut up. I can see where all the rugby lines are. Players slipping around the place. Speaking of which, what did you think of Ireland's aggression? We looked to be really aggressive. Something that we didn't see under Stephen Kenny. Like, just a lot of fouls going in, and I was quite proud. Sitting there going, yeah, that's what we're about. You got to put it about a little bit. I think too many teams have come here in the past, and it's just a nice day out, nice stadium, nice pitch, and just zip the ball around. No one really putting in a tackle. No one putting us on any pressure. What did you make of that? Martin Fitzpatrick on Facebook. Played well, happy enough. Penalty was disappointing. David asks me from YouTube, who do you think was my man of the match? I would have gone for Brady. I thought Brady was excellent. We didn't play a lot of football. We played it in we played it in parts. You're looking at a team like Belgium, and they're they're a passing team, but we showed that we held on to the ball. We weren't just kicking it into corners, but there were some poor bits of passing. I think it was Coleman there towards the end. He didn't have an out ball, and he just skied into Rose Ed, and there was bits of that. But I think when we did play a bit of football, it was mostly good. We caused them a lot of problems. At one stage, we had 8 attempts and goal. They only had 4. So I would have gone for Robbie Brady. I thought he was excellent. I thought he was really good, rolling back the years. And as I said, never doubted him. David here. See you soon. Oh, I've just realised who that is. How you doing, David? That is my nephew, David. The same name, actually. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. My good man. Hope you guys are keeping well up there. Dave, remember when you said Robbie Brady would never play for Ireland again? Man of the match tonight. No, you see, this is what we have to be very careful of now, folks. This sort of slander and these lies that get thrown at me here. And I don't think the Royal faithful, Nick, are going to listen to your just made up nonsense, really. Anyone knows here who watches the podcast that I've been always an advocate of Robbie Brady. I've always thought he was a fabulous player, and I won't hear anything more about it. Martin Prendergast, Sammy was very good, got better as the game went on. Coleman, and I think Martin's phone has just he's just sending messages in sections. So hold on. So Martin says Coleman was a really, really positive start. Players, come on, Martin. I believe in you. Can we complete the sentence? Oh no. He poor Martin. God bless him. Warren Kershaw, how you doing, Warren? What game were you watching? We should have won no game. So there was no game to be won. Is that what you're saying, Warren? I was here. If you want, I could turn the camera around and show you. That was the game I was watching. We missed a penalty. They had one chance. We had several. What game are you watching? Brian Wilson, very promising performance. Would have liked to see Mikey Johnson on for longer. More importantly, I saw the famous lanyard in real life. You did indeed, Brian. Good man. Friend of the pod there. It's good chatting to you. I was lovely actually chatting to some a lot of positive feedback coming up towards the pod. They all said I'm their favourite. You don't have to ask me, just take my word for it. But yeah, no, it was lovely chat to some of the Royal faithful out there. Really good stuff. Sandra Keogh, how you doing, Sandra? Delight for Brady. He had a great game. Yes, he did. And shame on those who said he was finished. Absolutely just scandalous. JP Barney, how you doing, JP? Price of tickets for a friendly, diabolical. How much were the tickets actually? I'm gonna say. I mean, I'm a season ticket holder. I just don't get to use it too much, which I'm not giving out about, by the way, because I'd rather be doing this, of course. But how much is the ticket? €70 is it for a ticket? Sandra Keogh, again, need to get rid of the double match tickets. Couldn't get them, as I wouldn't make it Tuesday evening. Yeah, I think there should be a sweetener, Sandra. I think there should be a sweetener to get the two. I understand that the FEI need the money, but when the team's not when the team's standing isn't great, and it's not great for off the field, on the field, off the field, you need to get a bit of goodwill there with the fans, and you need arses and seats basically, and we haven't. 38,000. Look, it's not a bad crowd, and this was in the old Lansdowne Road, and it was nearly 40,000. George Hamilton would be saying, I dare you, if you look around any stadium in Europe now tonight, there'll be very few that would have an attendance of 40,000. But it's a 50,000 seat stadium. That means there was 12,000 empty seats, and it really should have been a full house. Belgium, their top opposition. You got a legend like John O'Shea in charge of the team. Man United, a popular player amongst Man United fans, an Ireland legend, and this should have been full. But yeah, they really need to look at that. G says we are going nowhere without a midfielder. So bad in the middle. Well, I thought we were okay in the with the two. I thought they were good. I thought Cullen and Smallbone complement each other quite well. But yeah, look, it is a problem performance. It is a problem position, no doubt. Del O'Brien, great performance in fairness. Second half, they didn't pose any threat. No, look, I think it died out a little bit. I mean, they made 3 substitutions. Belgium did, didn't they? Like at half time. So, they're playing England, aren't they, next week? So they were just basically, yeah, they're just kind of seeing it out. Didn't want any injuries, that sort of thing. JP Perney, Smollett's looked the part. Missing link, him and Johnson will do well. Yeah. He really, really, really looked like the kind of player we were missing. He gives us something, just links it up really, really nicely, gets in, and he did grow into the game. David, like what you said, we played well. We did, David. Thank you very much. Jason Fitzsimmons, happy with that selection. Very happy with Sammy and the midfield. Brady was very good today too. Absolutely, Jason. And hope you're well too. Now yourself and Mark met before the match. Martin Prendergast again. Decent start for O'Shea. Played well. Sorry, I don't mean to be sniffling, guys. It's bloody cold up here. Played well and so different to the last tenure overall. Coleman looked tired late on. Sammy very bright. Evan would have learned a lot from that type of game. Yeah, and I think Evan played well. I think there was the flick on. So his off the ball game was okay. He didn't have a terrible game, but you can see his confidence is shot. He looked like he has the weight of the world on his shoulders, and it's quite contrast to the last time he played for Ireland, or last year when he was playing for Ireland, when it just looked so easy for him. But he does look like he's carrying the weight of the world on the shoulders. Martin Prendergast again, back 3, very solid. The Sammy chance from knockdown was very quint to Robbie in 2002. Yeah, and there's always room for that. Jimmy Shell, different manager, same crap. Oh, Jimmy's not happy. Dennis Jenkins, shame about the Ferguson miss, but clean sheet. Wouldn't get too carried away about it, but green shoots. Like Sammy, and Brady had a decent game after being recalled. Jimmy Shell agrees with Sandra Keogh on her point about the double tickets. Aidan O'Brien, Brian Kerr said that they want to get the team back winning games. I suspect to dig at Kenny. Just goes to show you it's easier said than done. Yeah, actually, probably the biggest shout of the night came to Brian when Brian Kerr appeared up on the screen. He was down in a tunnel watching it there with a little earpiece in as well, which was interesting. Darren O'Grady, Sammy lived up to expectations, as you said, last night's program needed to restore aggression, and we did. Overall, a lot better, even if some poor passing, lack of control that could have caused damage in different circumstances. Yeah, 100%. It's a natural fiber of our mentality. We are aggressive. We've always been an aggressive team. We put it up to them. We make it a very difficult place to come. And under the last manager, Stephen Kenny just seemed to strip that away. And you need to be aggressive playing football. You can't just be passive. You have to be aggressive. You have to win the ball back. You have to close people down. You have to put it up to them. Otherwise, you give these guys the room, the time, the space, and freedom, which we did a lot under Kenny, especially towards the end. You're going to lose games. And guess what? We did. Martin Prendergast says, Cian Prendergast comment. Defended really well. Brady was excellent, calm on the ball and brings quality. Good to see you on the big screen, Dave. P.S. Dad says, you're tired, Brady. Hope Colin O'Dowd plays Tuesday. Cian, do not believe what your dad says. I've always been an advocate for Robbie Brady, and you know it. Aidan O'Brien, having said that, I do like Brian Kerr, and I'm glad he's back in the fold. Jim Bear, disappointing penalty from Evan. Wish Johnson should have started. Glad to see Sammy play. Love Ogbeni, but he can't finish. Kudos to O'Shea. He had them playing solid and tough. Looked like Ireland. It did, didn't it? It looked like they were in a game. It looked. And I like, you can play top opposition. You can't play them at their game because they're better than you at it. And, that's what they do. But you can be cute. And we were just cute. We just had a bit about us, something that's just been lacking. Martin Prendergast, are you checking out Brazil tonight, Dave? No, I'm not, Martin. I'm sitting here. I'm on the podcast. And, why aren't you on? Why aren't you here? Where are you? Why aren't you watching England? Although, yes, I do know what you mean by that. Sorry, lads, inside joke. You are. Matthew Duff rolled the dice with Ferguson's confidence, letting him take the pen. Would have liked to see Brady take it. Tried and tested. Agreed. Patrick O'Byrne. Hello, Patrick. O'Brien here. How you doing, Patrick? Hope you are well. Welcome to the pod. Peter Smith. Ferguson headed to Smonnick was vintage. Tosh Hector Keegan. Long before it was vintage. Jack Charlton. 100% agree. Why can't people on social media be nice towards the team? Thinking particularly of Facebook comments section. Yeah, there was one lad on there that like he just went off on one. Like he started saying about his country's a mess and all that. I was like, Jesus, you know, we're 0-0 at half time. It was not as if we were losing 20-0. Patrick says surname is O'Brien. Well, welcome to the podcast, Patrick. Hopefully you'll be watching a lot more with us and we get to hear a lot more from you. Darren Sweeney, sick of people and managers making excuses for the poor results with Ireland. We have a team, we have quality, we have youth. We need a top management in who is O'Shea. Come on, FAI. So Darren wants John O'Shea there. We have to remember it is just one game, and it will be 2 games on Tuesday. That is not enough to make or break a manager, in my opinion. And on to the next comment. When the sport like rugby, sports swimming, wrestling, and everything. Not sure what he means there. That's Padraig O'Brien. I mean mine. All positives, excellent performance. Collins, Coleman, and Smallborn were the pick of the crop. Adam Kavanagh says that good energy tonight. Smollix had a good amount of tenacity that's been missing from a game. Looking forward to Switzerland and hopefully O'Brien starts. Jake O'Brien, yeah, he's done very, very well there. Adam T. Brian Kerr, defensive masterclass regardless of the manager's situation. Kerr should stay. Not too sure. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, folks, just had to blow my nose there. This is what happens when you're live. It's a charm of the podcast, as someone told me earlier on. Kieran Boyle, how you doing, Kieran? With a better looking kid, might have been a different story. Look good, play good. Wait to Jesus with Adidas. Top man. 2. Thank you very much, Deaglan. And you got your own one. Do you want me to sign it for you, Deaglan? Yeah. Page 19 of the program. Nice one. Sorry, Deacon, just give me my programs. Top man. As Kieran Boyle says, with a better looking kid, might have been a different story. Look good, play good. Hashtag away to Jace with a story. Hashtag bring back Adidas. Brian Wilson says, agree on Brady taking the penalty. Absolutely. Richard Joyce, O'Shea is proof that a fellow with 0 coaching experience can get a team playing better than Kenny did. That's one way to look at it. Darren Sweeney, don't want O'Shea in top management. Don't want O'Shea. Want top management. Daniel Mullen. Good performance, just annoying. It's the same problem. Not scoring again. Brian Wilson, impressive debut from Sammy. Jimmy Shell. Guys, just heard Leinster rugby games moving to Croke Park, I assume with some soccer team. Is something up with the Aviva? I haven't heard that, Jimmy. Haven't heard that at all. I have no idea about that. Hold on a second. Let me ask Connor. Connor, how are you? We've just heard, guys, just heard Leinster rugby games moving to Croke Park. Is there something up with the soccer team or is there something up with the Aviva? Yeah. Don't know. Going to Croke Park? No. That's news to Connor. So I'm just asking there. That's news to Connor over at Republic of Ireland Player Tracker. He's just working away on his article there. What are you writing about in your article, Connor, about what a privilege it is to sit next to me? And, he got me to sign his program earlier on. True. Huh? He's writing about how John O'Shea is the man for the job. Conor McAvoy, yeah, because since Carsley's gone now, we were both advocates for Carsley. No, I see Dan McDonald's walking out, friend of the pod. Yeah, so we don't know, Jimmy, is what we're saying. We haven't got a clue. But sure, when do we ever? Aidan O'Brien, Damien Delaney doing watered down version of Noel Quinn's, Steve Staunton loving on Virgin Media. Jesus, yeah. Yeah, and David Myler doing the commentary there. Schmodich? I thought it was Smodix. Smodich, apparently. I was listening to it on the Sky player. Mofo says, Kit is awful. For a second there, I thought he came out with Sky on the front of it. Then I realised it was the 20. Or, sorry, the numbers on the front. Sandra Keogh, I feel like it was the same as a Kenny game. All offence and no goals. Oh, controversial. And Daniel Mullen, could Leinster be moving because of the NFL game be played at the Aviva soon? Yeah, Connor, it's because of the NFL, perhaps. See, you should have known that. Why didn't you know that? Yeah, don't go to Republic of Ireland player tracker. I haven't got a clue. On Twitter. And Stephen O'Rourke, lads, played very well, did a great job, only missing the goal. Absolutely. Well, there you have it, folks. I think we're going to leave it there. So I'm going to go and get a bag of chips, see the lads, and enjoy the rest of my Saturday night in Dublin. And we will be back with a preview the day before the Switzerland game. So we're looking forward to that. And there's a big picture photograph thing going on by the pitch side there. Not sure what's going on there, but anyway, listen, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, as always. Do remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. Head over to our Instagram, Facebook, and our Twitter page. We will obviously be back, same again, hour before kickoff on Tuesday against Switzerland, 6:45 kickoff, and then same again, we'll be back straight after the game. 0-0 draw. Can't really argue with that. Sort of stop the rot. And then hopefully we can kick on Tuesday and we'll see what goes on. Anyway, listen, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much. We will see you guys on, hopefully before Tuesday anyway. Good night. God bless.